A run chart graphically shows process performance over time. It helps you to see if your process is performing as desired, and it's also called a trend chart because it helps you to identify patterns or trends, which is very important to check to see if improvements you put in place are making a difference. We will complete a run chart step by step, but let's review a few key terms first. Output, the data measurement from the completed process, and it's plotted on the left vertical axis or the y-axis on a graph. You also have your median line, which is the average line. It's the average of all of the output values. This is the line to help you determine trends. Time series, the specific time related to the output value. For example, days, weeks, hours, etc. And it's plotted on the bottom horizontal axis or the x-axis. A data point is simply the output value plotted on the chart. The purpose of the run chart is to determine how your process is performing, and there are two things to consider. One, a shift, which is 7 or more consecutive points above or below the median line. When you see a shift, that indicates that there has been a dramatic change in your process. Second is a trend, which is 7 or more consecutive increasing or decreasing points. This says that your process is changing and you would want to understand why. Perhaps you implemented some process improvements and your process is trending in the right direction because of it. To complete a run chart, you gather the process data. For example, if you want to understand how long it takes to respond to an inquiry from a customer, you would gather the response times at specific time periods, let's say for the last 10 weeks. Then you will chart the data using a line graph. You'll then interpret the results looking for shifts and/or trends. You will then take the appropriate action. Here's an example of a run chart for call handle time. Notice on the left vertical or y-axis the output results. In this case, it's call handle time in seconds. Notice each data point in the chart represented by the blue dots. You find trends by looking at this line and counting the number in any direction. At the bottom, on the X horizontal axis, is the time series. In this case, it's weeks. Then, in the middle, notice the red median line, which is what you will use to find a shift. In the next lecture, we will complete a run chart in Excel.